Hey guys, do I tell like it is? Real Madrid is a lock. They are a lock to lose the Champions League final against Liverpool. I correctly predicted a red team to win the Champions League in 2018-2019. It is red in gematria. That equals 18. Congratulations to DJ Kid Walter. I will know what you are going to feel this Saturday next year when Juventus win the Champions League. Congratulations to Liverpool. Granted, you were a fan. You called Liverpool because you were a fan, but I'll just have to see what future predictions you make. If I know that you're just going to pick Liverpool every year or if you just pick them the right year. It's hard to tell, but we'll see what it is. I didn't pick Juve to win this year, so I don't pick my team to win because I'm a fan or whatever this crap is. Since I do like LeBron, and I'm picking LeBron to lose this year, and I rooted for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I correctly predicted the World Series matchup last year. I said the D-backs had zero chance of reaching the World Series. I thought Arturo Vidal, former Juventus midfielder, number 23 for Bayern Munich, was going to be the big clue for next year, but it is actually Emre Can of Liverpool. Emre Can, number 23, is moving to Juventus on a 5-year contract. It was Juventus that won the 1996 Champions League final at Rome in penalties 23 years later. 23 years later, in 2019, they're going to end the Champions League drought. 1996, you see right there the last time Juventus won the Champions League final. As people know, Roma reached the semifinals in 1984. They reached the semifinals this year. Liverpool won the Champions League that year, and they won 4-2 in penalty kicks. The stadium was at the Stadio Olimpico. Look at this. This is all what needs to be said. 4-2 on penalty kicks. Liverpool 4-2 penalty kicks in the year Roma reached the semifinals. Year Liverpool wins. The next year Juventus wins the Champions League in 1985. Liverpool wins when Roma reaches the semis. Then Juve wins the next year. And in 1985, it's going to say everything about what is going to happen for next year's Champions League. 4-2, both penalties ended by that score. 4-2 in penalties. So we have a direct connection with next year's Champions League. Emre Can, you see, wears number 23. Liverpool are going to win the Champions League. Emre Can's going to pick up a medal. Then he's going to help Juventus end the 23-year Champions League drought. Next year, it says everything. His birth year of 1994 is also going to show what a major clue this is going to be. Emre Can, why do Juventus want this midfielder? 1994 adds up to 23 as well for Mr. Emre Can. How about his birthday, the short year next year in 2019? Always looking for clues. 16, the Freemason number in gematria. 16 equals 96, Freemason equals 96. Juventus are Freemasons. They were black and white. January the 12th adds up to 13. 13 years ago from 2019, Italy won the World Cup against France. I'm predicting a tribute to that with a Champions League final win over Paris Saint-Germain. Funny how the GG rumors to Paris Saint-Germain are happening right now at this moment, and that's what I already predicted for next year. So funny how that ends up working out at the very end. You don't include the year 20, but you include 18. Birthday numerology, 31. Liverpool beat Real Madrid. Real Madrid, the last team to face off in the Champions League final. It is Madrid that equals 31 in gematria. So his birthday is very significant. January the 12th, and then the year numerology of 23 at the end of 1994. His birthday numerology, his real birthday numerology adds up to 27. The 2018-19 Champions League would be the 27th season of the Champions League. Juventus, the 2-7 record in the Champions League. All the clues are starting to come. The final at Madrid, Spain. I'm going to talk more about that, but it is gematria. It is gematria that's going to say it all. Starting with Emre Can before I move on to the Champions League final. The lock Ronaldo to lose the Champions League final, to fail at the big stage. Juventus last won the Champions League in the 41st Champions League. The 64th Champions League, you see right here, is next year. 64 minus 23 is 41. It is Emre and gematria that equals 41 and 23. Number 23 is moved to Juventus from the Champions League winners. Liverpool signals who's going to win the Champions League next year. All scripted by the numbers. Emre equals 41 and 23. It is end of a streak, end of a drought, end equals 23. Juventus wear the black and white Freemasonic stripes. The Italian word for Mason, Masone, equals 23 in gematria. And you look at Emre Can's full name. Emre Can equals 59. Emre Can equals 59. And also in gematria, it is Fino alla fine equals 59. Until the end of a streak. Emre Can, 23, end of a 23-year Champions League drought. Emre Can, Liverpool win the Champions League this year. It says everything. It says everything about next year's Champions League. You look at the Italian word Forza, power and strength to Emre. Forza Emre equals 107 and 53. It is the Italian word for championship, Campionato, that equals 107. The site of next year's Champions League final, Madrid Spagna, equals 107 and 53. A tribute, the correct interpretation for Jaligi now is that he may not win the Champions League at Madrid, but it signals it's going to be a tribute to what he failed to do with Juventus. This is the real interpretation of this now. Jaligi equals 53. Next year would be the 121st season for Juventus. It is Forza Emre Can, Fino alla fine equals 121. This is what his number signals. You look at Jurgen Klopp's birthday, the same birth year as Juventus manager Massimiliano Allegri, 1967, adds up to 23, you guessed it. The Heysel disaster, where the Liverpool scum killed the Juventus fans in 1985 over at Belgium. Definitely a tribute of what is going to come for next year's Champions League. Zinedine Zidane, he's going to lose game number 31 in the Champions League final. Madrid equals 31, May the 26th, 31, day of the Champions League final. In my gematria table, I discovered that Cristiano Ronaldo equals 79. Ronaldo equals 79 and 34. Ukraine equals 79 and 34. My gematria tables are going to help me use the past to better correct the future instead of nailing the final last year and being very close in the semis this year. Ukraine 79-34. And then we have the Reds. We have the Reds equaling 79 and 34 in Ukraine. So my point is nicknames, player names, the site, everything that has to do with it. You have to use the past to correctly predict the future. And that really is the key to everything. Mourinho wins every final, but Mourinho lost the final this year. Conte loses the final, but he wins the final, and then Klopp always loses the final, and he may end up winning. His 370th win would win the Champions League. 37. Juventus can have a 3-7 record in the final with the win. A lot like Allegri and gematria going 37 and 64 in the 64 Champions League. You think about the phrase Forza Emre Can, Fino alla fine next year in Juventus' 121st season. It is a revelation of what's to come. Revelation 121 and then Rivelazione in Italian. Revelation 64 in the 64 Champions League. Can't be pretty clear how scripted this is. How scripted this is by the numbers. Emre Can's birthday, January the 12th. The amount of time from that day to the Champions League final next year is a time span of 141 days. In Gematria, it is Juventus FC. That equals 141. Big sign here. 141 days from Can's birthday to June the 1st, number 23 with Liverpool, ending the Champions League drought. Liverpool is going to be the defending champions entering next year's Champions League. Emre Can holds the keys to everything. I was always on the right track. My Champions League prediction this year was better than any trash prediction of Manchester United, Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, or Juventus, or Barcelona, teams that people said were going to win, but they were never going to win. The only good picks for the Champions League were Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Liverpool. The rest are complete crap. I thought the tribute was number 23, Arturo Vidal, for the red team Bayern, but instead it is the new Juventus player, Emre Can, number 23 of Liverpool. Both teams wear red. I was always on the right track all year long. Red 27-18, defending champion before the 27 Champions League. I correctly nailed that part, baby. I knew a red team is going to win at Ukraine. I knew it would be at the start of the year. Better than any bum out there who's too afraid to give their predictions before the start of the year. I'm not a bitch like that. I tell it like it is. My picks are far better than anyone who thinks that PSG and Man United and Manchester City and those crap teams were going to go win the Champions League this year. Arturo Vidal, number 23, former Juventus player. I was always on the right track. Emre Can, number 23, is going to say everything. Allegri, 1967. Playing career ended in 2003. 20 plus 3 equals 23. 23 and Gima. But, no. What is the Chinese Zodiac of this year? 1967 in Georgian Club. 1967, a GOAT year. What about that Champions League that Juventus won right after Liverpool won the Champions League in 1984? Okay, 1985 is an ox. 1985 is an ox year. 2019 is a pig, though. 2019 is a pig year, I think. Yep, 2019. Juventus win the Champions League. Pig year. 1995, the start of that Champions League was a pig year as well. Start of that Champions League was a pig year, the year that Juventus won. And then their next title would occur in a pig year. Paul Dybala is a rooster. Emre Can, what is his zodiac? His is probably going to be a very big one. Dog, Emre Can, he is a dog. This year is a dog year. In 2018, he holds the keys to next year's Champions League winner. About to win the Champions League this year. Big tributes for next year. Congratulations to DJ, Walter. You know, let's see if you're a fan or not. If you're going to predict Liverpool every single year. Or you're going to make different predictions. I'll respect you a lot if you make different predictions. Like I did, then just go with Juventus. You know, I went closer to the riddle this year. But Liverpool over Real Madrid. 0 chance for UEFA Madrid, baby. Hell yeah.